What top line things affect the price of gold and silver?
Confidence, uncertainty.
So uncertainty in the world increases the price of gold and silver.
Correct.
So it's counter-cyclical in many ways.
So uncertainty will, in theory, reduce the value of commonly held assets like equities.
Or money.
Cash. And gold has an inverse relationship with equities.
Because it's a replacement for them, a more physical replacement for them.
Correct.
Like if there was a big inflation, hyperinflation push on money, it's less usable. So therefore gold could replace it.
Correct. But I think if we're looking at things simplistically, if we're seeing an event in the world that prompts uncertainty, and it might be war, or it might be conflict, it might be a recession, instantly we are going to see a devaluation of currency against a basket of other currencies. And what that will mean in real terms is it will take more of that money to buy that same ounce of gold, right? It's not that an ounce of gold becomes 2 ounces of gold. It's that it might take twice the amount of currency to buy that same ounce of gold, right? So that's the first thing. You've got devaluation of currency making gold more expensive, but it's the impression, it's the perception of gold becoming more expensive.
We said earlier, 50 years ago, you could buy a suit with a gold coin and you still can.
Correct.
But money's gone down so much in value relatively.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And so you've got inflation, you've got currency devaluation, but I think you've got a huge emotional driver, and that is the perception of uncertainty. People go on about the fundamentals, right? The fundamentals almost mean nothing without the perception. The perception is the reality. If people believe that things are uncertain, then things become uncertain. And if things are uncertain, typically over the last few thousand years, people crave something that is physical, something they can touch, something that sits outside the banking system.
So has the perceived lack of trust of the governments and the banks had an impact on the increase of the value of gold and silver?
100%. And so right now we've got elections in over 68 countries. That prompts uncertainty in almost every one of those countries, but also globally, because it affects the relationships between each and every one of those countries. You've got war in the Middle East, you've got war in Russia and Ukraine, you've got, other factors at play that we don't even know about. And you've got the term black swan event, the COVID, Brexit, referendums, the things that you can't really plan for, you can't predict.
And we've had a few of them in the last 5 years.
But we've had a few of them, and we're becoming to anticipate them. And so I think the typical customer today now factors in the unknown uncertainty, whereas 7-8 years ago, it would be difficult for that person to really, without the use of a history book, have any sort of a practical understanding of a black swan event. Now we're starting to see them all the time. And I think physical gold, physical silver protects you against the things that you can predict, but it also protects you in terms of the things you can't predict, but we've now started to anticipate.